Alright, a cheeky title to start off the video, but don't worry, it comes from a credible source. Mr. Bobcats out in a mastering forum just called it out as simple and plain as it is. Your mastering engineer needs to be given these files. And you know what? I thought this would be a good opportunity to, number one, document for my clients. So if you're one of my clients watching this, you'll understand a little bit more about what you're getting back from me in that email I just sent you with those juicy masters. And if you're not one of my clients and you're just somebody scouring the web, you can understand a little bit more about why a mastering engineer like myself and others would send 5 different formats or 4 different formats of masters back to you. Now, for me, it's about a duty of care, okay? It's about maintaining the integrity of the master so that my clients don't need to start converting file formats and potentially damaging this precious audio, this lovely audio we've created. That's the first reason. And the second reason is, well, I'm a mastering engineer. I produce the masters which my clients use. If they're producing it, they're doing my job for me. It's my job to make sure they have the right files at hand. And no, I'm not going to charge more for that. I hate seeing websites where mastering services say, hey, you can get a 16-bit master, but if you want a 24-bit master, you got to pay an extra $10. Like, really? You serious, bro? Is that the game you're playing? No, not on. So basically, I'm going to walk you through these 5 files and let's get started. The first file is a 44.124 lossless WAV. Majority of distributors and aggregators are going to accept this or do accept this, and that's what 90% of my clients are going to be drawn towards using when disseminating and distributing their music. The reality is though, CD Baby, for some reason, still accepting 16-bit only, so the second file is a 44.116, which, yes, you can use on CD Baby for putting your stuff into digital stores. However, you can also use this to create DDPI images, so use a series of 44.116 with the DDP creator. That creates a DDPI image at a Redbook standard CD. Because CDs have 44.116, you've got that file there ready for you to use. Don't worry about converting anything, it's already done and formatted ready for you. The third file is a -1 decibel True Peak ADM Apple Digital Master, formerly known as Mastered for iTunes. Now that is at the native sample rate the mix comes in. That is recommended by Apple Digital Masters in their documentation, and I follow that documentation to a T in terms of auditioning, preparing and exporting those masters. And the reality is, if you get an Apple Digital Master from your mastering engineer and they're on the certified provider list, all you need to do is, through your distributor, given they distribute Apple Digital Masters or aggregate that service, is reference your mastering engineer's email for that, because if their email's on the list, you'll get the badge saying that this was authored by a certified Apple Digital Mastering engineer, and you'll be good to go. The fourth file I send out to my clients is a 320 kilobit per second MP3. Now, this MP3 isn't going to go on your Spotify or anywhere anybody's going to hear it in the public. It's going to be in your emails, on your press kit, in form submissions for festival applications. It's compressed, it's smaller, it's not the highest fidelity, but it's definitely not horrible, and I like just covering my base and sending that off to my clients so they don't have to do it themselves and potentially risk damaging the audio for what could be an important first impression. And the fifth and final file is a 0 decibel True Peak high-res master at the highest native sample rate of the mix coming in. And the reason why I give this is 99% of the time it's purely just for archival purposes. So they've got a full fidelity high-res version of their master, which they can actually use for digital distribution, given that those certain digital distributors accept that high-res, but more so for archival and other high-res services like Tidal or high-res playback. Those are the 5 masters I give back to my clients. Now, how do I put this? This isn't a steadfast rule that you're going to follow this guide if you're a mastering engineer, that your mastering engineer doing a bad job if they don't give these exact files. But what is important about all of this is a discussion, an open, honest discussion with your mastering engineer. If you're a mastering engineer, with your clients about what they need and how that can be facilitated. Because what's really important in mastering is that we deliver on great quality audio. And that means at all steps of the process, not just getting fun with the gear and processing the audio, but it also matters about how we format it and we deliver it, and mine and other people's clients have access to that information. So providing them with these various masters is one way of giving them access to utilizing this great work we've worked on. Guys, that's it for today. If you've liked this, hit the like button, share, subscribe, and until next time, take care.